Hi, I'm Neil Sackmary.
Hi, I'm State Trooper Sean Hagstrom with the Nevada State Police Highway Patrol Division, PEIO. Please stay tuned for the next episode of Trooper Talk.
And together, we can make a difference. Here we are live at this edition of Trooper Talk. Look who's here! We're all back, and we have a special guest here too. Please tell us who you are.
My name is Paul Maxwell from Swing for Their Kids, and thank you for having me.
Second time you've been here.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. We appreciate you being here. We have Trooper Hagstrom. Look who's here! He's back.
He made it.
He's back, and you know what I'm saying? We're happy to have him.
He's been super busy.
Super
I'm telling
busy.
you, super
I know.
busy.
That's what he.
It's been a long hiatus, but I'm back.
A long hiatus.
Yeah, absolutely.
While we're on camera, why don't you kind of tell them a little bit about the golf tournament, where they can go, if somebody can't make it to the golf tournament, maybe they want to just donate money, which will help out with this.
Yeah, no, thank you. The golf tournament, our website is swingfortheirkids.com. You can go there to register, also to donate. There's buttons there as well. But we need golfers, we need sponsors. The golf tournament is December 7th. We hold the golf tournament the first Saturday of December. It's been kind of our MO. So this December 7th will be at Wild Horse. And we need everything, sponsors, from just whole sponsors, small ones, $250. We're still looking for our big boy sponsor, $10,000. So whatever anyone can do, we're appreciative. The sponsorships is so important because it goes directly to the budgets for the kids. We spend $1,000 per child, so we need just over $19,000 to get all the piles of presents, plus to pay for all the wrappings and the trimmings. We spend over $1,000 wrapping the gifts because of how elaborately they are wrapped with the bows and all the trimmings and everything. So it's an expensive, it's a lot of money for this piles of presents. So thank goodness for the golf tournament. I'm so thankful we've been doing it for, like I said, this is our 11th one. So super thankful for all the supporters that have always been there. Desert West, Martin Harris Construction, but definitely
Keep naming, it's okay.
Martin Harris Construction. I want to thank them.
Yeah, it's okay.
Thank Chris.
That's why you're here. You know what I'm saying? Give them, give everybody you can.
Tim Frawley from Frawley IT Consulting. This gentleman is the first person to pay and sign up every single year. It's unbelievable.
That's great.
Tim does this $1,000 sponsorship. So we have incredible support from the community. Like I said, my charitable corporation, we have 10 different programs that all raise money in the different funds, but the fact that Swing for Their Kids raises money for this small little, this small group of recipients, but the fact that it's our fallen police officers and it's at Christmas, it really pulls on, can pull on heartstrings, and people are very supportive, which is great. But we need that support again. So
yeah. Hey, and that's one thing I wanted to bring up too, that you kind of brought up too. I didn't want to interrupt you while you're going that, but kind of tell us, because you got other organizations that you're helping out, and I was amazed because I was able to go to your Angel Charitable Foundation dinner, which was excellent.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
And he is a musician. I mean, excellent. He can play almost every instrument, piano, you name it. But the thing is, tell them a little bit about what else you do for the community, because it's just not for the law enforcement officers' kids. I think there was like shoes for homeless kids, just the different programs. Kind of highlight on some of the other programs that you do, and so they kind of know a little bit more about you and what you do.
Okay,
so.
I appreciate it. We some of my other programs we have. I founded the Henderson Angels. That's our homeless outreach team, which I'm super proud of. So on Saturdays, we have a route that we go to, and we've established relationships with the homeless population. And our goal is not to just, we're distributing cigarettes and fresh peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and the Narcan, the overdose medication, which is great. I'm out there really because of just, we're in such a horrible crisis with these synthetic opioids. So just getting our team out there, just getting the Narcan into each other's hands. We actually saved one of our guys that we go to BMI Park in Henderson, and we get to know them, right? And he OD'd, and Amy used they used the Narcan that we had given him. So,
that's a great story.
It's awesome, know.
The thing is that what you describe is what he has to do, not every single day, but in a lot of the day, because on the parole and probation, It's not just a matter of just stick somebody in a house and lock the door and that's it. You know, like Officer McClarty goes out and he reaches out and he makes sure that they have a place to live when they get out. You know, that they have food. You know what I mean? They, you know, all these type of activities. And so, Officer McClarty, I want you to comment on this because this is the same type of thing that you do, but from the civilian side. And so we need people like this to help, because when somebody gets out or is on probation, maybe they never went in, you know, their life can be very different, right?
Right. I mean, just speaking on like a humanity terms, right? Like just having a positive interaction with somebody, regardless of if they're on supervision or not. You always have an opportunity to maybe even help somebody. Might be not be that first interaction, might be, you know, countless interactions you have later on down the line that they choose to go and get help. But you probably were the catalyst for that within that first interaction that you had, and then compounding it all together, and then that, you know, eventually changes somebody's life. As far as like the supervision part, it's the same thing, right? You have that first interaction with somebody, establishing the rules and boundaries of what supervision is, and then telling them, you know, your expectations of how we get there, giving them maybe a path to get to that, allowing them to, you know, not overly spoon feed them or hold their hand too much, because if you do that, then somebody's never going to get on their feet on their own, right? Like you have to be able to meet in the middle, show them how much you can give, and then how much you need them to give back to you in order to get to a certain goal, whether that's counseling, getting into a house, finding a job, and we provide all that, and we have great partnerships at Parole and Probation, no matter what part of the state they're in, that provides all that, those resources to them.
Your end goal is that you hope that that person, if they have a time length on the parole, right, that they end their parole, and the same with the probation. You know, that your hope is that they finish and that they never re-enter into those programs. So tell us about the recruiting.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
let me tell you something, okay?
We had to throw that in there. So.
Right, we have to, because
Yeah.
here's what I'm going to tell you.
I feel like you guys have been hearing rumors or something, and you got something set up for
we
me.
have been recruiting Trooper Hagstrom and I
Absolutely.
while you weren't here. And every person who came on, we said, oh, talk to us about the recruiting. And so we would talk with Sergeant Clifton, and then we would have to throw in, oh, well, you know, he would say something, and then we would have to say, oh, well, Officer McClarty, what about recruiting? So talk to us about recruiting.
Okay, so I have been gone for quite a while, right? There was a COVID week, and then I was in some instructor stuff. But our Las Vegas Academy just started, and we had 24. So that was a pretty big class for us in regards to like the usual classes that we have. We're down to 21 right now, and you know that usually happens. And no matter what agency you go to, there's some people that, you know, just aren't ready for that leap forward into what that career is. They maybe didn't do as much research as they thought they did of what the job entails. And then sometimes there's, you know, other regions where there's testing and things like that. They just don't meet the requirements through that process. But now we're moving forward to, you know, our next academy. So we're on 103 down here. The next one in Las Vegas will be 105. So we're working on that right now. This last Saturday I had testing. I had 32 people show up, which is a very large number for us.
It was amazing.
32.
Yes. That's
Right,
why I
so
wanted
that's-
to have him tell you that. So.
Yeah, so we had 32, and then 20 ended up passing the fitness and written test. So that's 20 people that are going to move forward now too.
That's a
That-
good number.
that'll
So
hopefully
then that's the background check and the polygraph and the spiel and all
the
that.
initial, we'll just, since you're bringing that up, the hiring process. You put an application in, you take the fitness and written exam. Once you pass those, so those 20 just passed on Saturday. Now they go to polygraph. So now they do a polygraph exam. If they pass polygraph, they go to backgrounds. And then we have like our last phase, which is our medical stuff. So a medical, physical, psychological evaluation, and drug test. And then after that, they get slotted for an academy.
And then when is the 105 Academy?
That one doesn't have a secure date yet, but tentative,
Probably in the
maybe like
beginning
May,
of the year?
June. It's gonna be towards the summer because we run one like every 7 months.
Every 7 months.
So it's gonna be in the summer.
So right now, just and then we'll get to a whole bunch of other things. But right now, so you're testing, and then all these people are going to be slotted to hopefully go into the next academy.
Correct. Yeah.
And so when is the next testing day that you're doing?
So we test at least twice a month, and then like we've spoken about before, like if somebody has a schedule conflict and they need to do a weekday testing, I'll test you Monday through Thursday, any day of the week.
Okay.
Right. Anytime, I'll make time. We'll get you in there. But so we have testing this Saturday, and I have 30 plus people that have registered, and should be going to that again. So hopefully we have another good turnout like we did last Saturday. I'm hoping even more, right?
Yeah.
Because
So
I
you're
like
doing fantastic.
I like making the people that show up to volunteer for Saturdays. I want to make them work, right? They don't want to just go there to volunteer and not really do anything because there's nobody showing up. I want them to, be like, wow, this is why I have to come volunteer because we got so many people coming in.
That's great.
Which is very exciting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and again, we laugh and we joke like when he wasn't here and all this, but like it's a testament to what you keep doing.
I help out with scenarios in their classes as well, so I get to see, from when the very beginning, right, putting an application in, and then now, becoming leaders.
That's
in-
why
in
we're
our-
a tight knit family.
No,
You know what I mean?
I was
'Cause
just going
we
to say,
stick with them all the time.
gentlemen, thank you, and see you later.
Right.
See ya.